Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators in our beautiful practice, and I encourage you to arrive to your practice, to this moment, with as much ease as your mind and heart can harmonize. There is a time and a place to meditate in such a way that we are active in our meditation, we're sitting upright, we're focusing on the breath, we're doing all the meditative things. There's also a time and a place to rest and receive. Today, I encourage anybody who has exercised the courage and the wise action, the wise effort, the wise intentionality, concentration, mindfulness, wise livelihood, all of the elements of the Noble Eightfold Path to get you here and to rest. So if you want to lie down for your practice today, please do. If you fall asleep during your practice today, congratulate yourself for that level of care and kindness to allow so much ease in your practice that you can really, really rest. The journey of recovery is long, challenging. It is marked by moments of immense clarity and confusion, trial and success. And we live in a society that seems to give medals for one's exhaustion. The more exhausted you are, the more award there seems to be. It's just such a strange paradox. And so I really like to encourage people to rest. I happen to believe it is a pathway to healing. So as you're settling in, take a moment to notice your surroundings. Take a moment to notice the clothing against your skin, the temperature of the air against your skin. Take notice about your nutrition, if you've eaten today, if you've had hydration today, and maybe after the practice you can address your nutrition if you haven't had anything to eat. Take a moment to consider your mood and your emotional well-being. Coming to a recovery meeting of any kind can be anxiety-provoking. That's perfectly normal, particularly if it's your first time. And I would like to infuse this space with a spirit of deep celebration. It takes so much courage to be here. It is a radical act of enormous love and compassion to really understand one's relationship to habit energy and to endeavor to heal it and change it. Take a moment and acknowledge your thoughts. Maybe you're thinking about something you didn't do or something that is yet to be done, a worthy thought. and yet not particularly relevant to this moment. And so this is an opportunity to acknowledge your thoughts with a friendly awareness and then just put them aside, because in this moment the only thing that we're really needing to think about is being here, breathing, enjoying the spirit of this gathering. And then finally, the fourth foundation of mindfulness that frames our practice is taking stock of any stories we might be harboring. The journey of recovery is often littered with baggage, and that baggage is filled with story. There's a lot of not enoughness story. There's a lot of stories related to regret. Some of these stories are absolutely true, and most of them are not the whole truth. And so we come to this practice to acknowledge our stories and to create space for them to be true and for the truth to slowly reveal itself and help us become more objective, more open, more spacious, more forgiving. Yesterday in our practice and all last week, I've been talking about the acronym PEACE, because for the month of October we've been exploring grief as a theme, and for the last week or so I've been talking about how to rest in peace, how to rest in patience, encouragement, awareness, care, and ease. Today, the wisdom of Thich Nhat Hanh gives us one more tool to add to our toolbox. And when you hear his wisdom, if you notice in yourself a story or a thought that is cynical, or like, oh, geez, not this again. That's perfect. Invite it to be perfect. And keep going with it. So this is what Thich Nhat Hanh has to say. Smiling is very important. If we are not able to smile, then the world will not have peace. He writes as a complement to this wisdom, it is not by activism alone that will bring about peace. It is with our capacity to smile, breathe, and being peace that we can make peace. It is not by activism alone that we will bring about peace. It is with our capacity of smiling, breathing, and being peace that we can make peace. Being patient and understanding the conditions of our impatience. Being encouraging and understanding the conditions of our discouragement. Being aware, understanding our conditions of confusion and distortion. being care, understanding the conditions of our self-neglect, being ease, and understanding the conditions of resistance. To be one thing, we have to understand the conditions of that thing and its opposite. And that is what brings us into wholeness. And that is who we are. For the next several minutes of silence, I simply want to plant this seed, and that is by simply breathing the acronym PEACE, you are engaging its meaning. Sitting here together, lying here together, breathing requires patience. It is definitely an act of encouragement because we're doing something different. It heightens and strengthens our awareness. It is extraordinary self-care. And it isn't too difficult. Even if the mind wanders away and you start thinking about your grocery list or your sock drawer that needs to be cleaned out or your garage that needs to be sorted, just bring your breath and your mind back to the word peace. Breathing in peace, breathing out peace. And this simple act is being peace. Friends, one of my favorite things about Thich Nhat Hanh's practice is his encouragement to keep returning to the four foundations of mindfulness. What's happening with you? Regardless of what's happening outside of you, what's going on within? How's your body? What are your thoughts? What's your mood like? And I bring this forward because we've got a couple of teachers at Soul Center right now. One is the creaky front door that slipped open and it's creaking in the wind, a little ghostly, as a wonderful distraction. That's like, oh, that's disturbed my peace. Wow, would you look at that? Creaky door disturbing our peace. That's a lot of power to give a creaky door. The other teacher we have at Soul Center right now is somewhere in the building. Someone is drilling something or hammering something, building something. And so I was noticing my mind just full of wonder. Who is up there? What are they doing? Don't they know what we're doing in here? Oh, look at all that story. And I could allow all of that external activity to disrupt my peace, or I could just stay with it and stay peaceful. Really engage with these words, engage with some practice and some patience. Stay encouraging, stay aware, stay caring, stay with a spirit of ease. Or I could spend a lot of energy trying to make the world perfect for my perfect peaceful practice. And I'll save you the suspense. It is a monumental waste of time to endeavor to do that. Better to turn inward and be at peace. Alrighty, friends, let's go ahead and end our practice today with a dedication of merit. I'm smiling. And I'm noticing as I'm smiling, I do feel a sense of joy and happiness. I love meeting new people. I love when people can come into the community and really enjoy their practice and express what's going on in their minds. I'm also feeling fear and sadness because I know that there is so much confusion and heartache in the world. I know that I have karma that is ripening, both good, bad, and neutral. I find myself bracing for the bad and open to the good. It's all just practice. And through it all, I'm trying to thread this needle that has this silky ribbon of peace. And I take that as a tether to remind me to be patient, to remind me to be encouraging, to really stay engaged and aware so that I can lean toward acts of care versus acts of complacency or apathy. And all of it to bring ease not only to myself but to others. Because when others have ease, I'm at ease too. May you go into your day, the rest of your day, filled with joyful peace. May you rest easy. May you continue with your practice, eyes wide open, step by step. As Thich Nhat Hanh says, peace in every step. We'll see you next time. Namaste.